And so well, the first 6 months in as real estate, when I started investing in real estate, I wasn't looking to make a lot of money. I just wanted to be able to stay home with my son and get out of debt. I wanted to pay off my creditors because I'd never had debt before, and started working really hard. And 6 months in, I sat down with my ex-husband and said, okay, now we have enough money so you can, get your butt out of the house and we can rent a place for you and get rid of you. And we sat down and started looking at all our assets and realized that we had over $3.1 million. And, it was a shock. And most people, I think, would be really excited to realize that they were worth that much. But for me, I was absolutely riddled with guilt because I grew up being told that rich people were bad. And I didn't want to be a bad person. I'd rather be a poor, nice person than a rich, bad person because I thought that was the only option. So I decided that day that I was going to stop investing in real estate because I didn't want anybody to know what I had done. Like, I felt almost like I had stolen the money because a little girl like me wasn't supposed to have all this stuff. And then I had a friend, I was working on a real estate deal at the time that was going to give me $700,000 on the day of closing, like just 3 months. Everybody loves free stuff, right? And so, but because I made that decision not to invest anymore, I called my friend up and I said, I got to give this to you because I can't do it. Just out of integrity, I need to give this away to somebody else. And as a gift, he sent us off to Cuba. And when we were in Cuba, and I saw the poverty there, it just ripped my heart in a million pieces. I realized that I had an opportunity here to make a huge impact. And so I came back from that trip, bought more real estate, went down there, built some houses, came back, bought more, went down every second week, back and forth, just come here, make money, go down there and spend the money. And it just became like a drug addiction for me. It was awesome.
What a great addiction to have.
Yeah.
What's that?
Great addiction.
What a great addiction
to have. And by the way, she grew her business to a little bit more than $3 million. And the realities are she can teach other people to do the same. And what I love about her is she's such a, what we call, normal person. I mean, she's just an average gal. She's been here all 3 days. How many people have pulled this woman aside, the top real estate investor in the entire country of Canada, a multi-gazillionaire, and picked her brain? All these people have been sitting around you the entire time. Isn't that funny? You look around the table, you don't know who you're sitting around, but are we making sure we're reaching out and making those connections? 80% of everything you need is right within our circle and sphere of influence. We got to make sure we're reaching out and reaching up so we can start reaping some of those benefits. If you had a tip, something of people to kind of sit there and say enough's enough in today's mind, you have like a little boost of inspiration that you'd recommend to people?
Well, it's really read his book, what you wrote about me in the book.
I agree about that.
It's so amazing because that's truly what I believe. I think that you really need to have a huge reason why.
Yeah.
I had a big reason why, so fear wasn't a thing for me. I was paralyzed a couple years ago and got through that because I have so much stuff to do. I don't have time for that noise. I think you need to have a big reason why. It's easy. That little thing that you wrote about the fire in the book. Can I share that?
Yep.
Okay. So let me ask somebody in the audience. This kid over here. If I gave you $10, would you be willing to run through a house that was engulfed in flames? For $10. To go into a house that was absolutely engulfed in flames, would you do that for $10? Probably not. No. Right? How about you? Would you be willing to run through a house if you had, let's say, your golf clubs in there? Would you be willing to go into the house and rescue your golf clubs? No. Okay. Well, what about if your 2-year-old child was in the house?
Oh, when he was done.
Would you be willing to go in?
Yeah. Yeah.
I always say, 10 firemen couldn't keep me out of the way.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that people will do certain things only when they're motivated. I think people act out of inspiration or desperation. Unfortunately, a lot of us are going to leave here today super inspired, and we're going to go back home, and the kids are going to start, slinging peanut butter, and normal life is going to happen again, and that inspiration will die down, but we act out of desperation because we have to. And I think it's easy for people to really get their reason why when they have children, especially that children going through some challenges. But for those of us that don't, what I've realized is that if you don't have something that's that big, that you really will make you run through fire, you need to go out there and create it. That idea of feeding, let's say you fed a wild animal, and you keep feeding that wild animal all the time, eventually that animal becomes dependent on you, and now you have to feed the animal. And so I believe that if you already don't have that huge passion and that big reason why, you need to go and make it happen. Go find a cause that needs you, go feed into that cause, and you're going to consistently have that bigger reason why you need to. I can't go to Cuba without building houses anymore. I have created a bigger reason why that I need to continue to feed. And so you need to be out there doing something for other people, because I swear to you that the only source of true joy in life is in giving. And it is an addiction. You start it, you'll never be able to stop.
And under that rule, we're going to do some giving right now, and we're going to do some donating and some auctioning off right now. Here's the vision board that we did for Savannah, and it says, beyond every great challenge is a greater gift. Beyond every great challenge.
I gotta say something about this. This is so funny, because Greg didn't even know this, but this past year, you know, all my friends are saying, Savannah, you need to do something for you. You're always doing everything for everybody else, and you need to do something for you. And I just got out of a wheelchair, so I can't play sports anymore, and I thought, what am I going to do? And so I went and got my pilot's license, and then I saw it with an airplane on it. I thought that was so cute.
Well, here's what we're going to do, is that we're going to have her sign this, and we're going to auction it off for people that would like to have Savannah Ross's signature and have this put off on your board when you go back at home, put up on your wall. We're going to let the bidding start at what?